Wow. Because I remember I watched this way before you, like last week, because I thought we were going to do two. But
you decided against it, so now you were trying to put that blame on me.
Me decided against it.
But it's not going to work because I'm not falling for your trickery. And plus, we needed to do two this week so we could do the award show.
Oh.
Because
everyone's so excited for that.
We have to figure out when we're going to release the award show. Whether it be same week, or is it going to be its own weekly episode?
No, we should make it its own week. Take a little break.
You're going to take a little break in between seasons. That'll also get me prepared to read the comics.
There you go.
That'll help.
Yeah, we got to buy the issue that bridged the gap from calling. Oh, no.
It would be season 2 to season 3.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's why when we
bridge,
start season 3, we have to have that comic read by then so then we can catch our audience up on what happens between the seasons.
Yeah.
And
what was it called? Sojourn?
I don't know what it's called.
The comic.
The comic is Smallville. Just
no, it has a name title.
Here, let me look up the title.
Yeah.
But on the cover, it's just Clark wearing sunglasses. So is there? Who cares about a
jacket,
title?
bro? Don't forget the jacket.
Who cares about a title whenever you have something like that? Okay.
Don't forget the jacket.
No, it's called Untold Stories. See?
No, it's called something, bro. I saw it.
Oh, and if you're saying that it actually is called... the gap between the episodes in the story Sojourn. But the comic itself is just called Smallville Issue 5, Untold Stories. That's all it's called. It's not called anything special or specific.
Whatever, dude. Look, man.
I don't even know what you're upset about. The fact that we have this type of bridge, and I think you're right. If there was such a big deleted scene in this episode, like what happens, then I think we are going to have to maybe buy the DVD box sets just so we could have it played out.
Yeah, this is like the 4th time this has happened.
This is the only one that's really been noticeable, though. This is actually a big, blunder, in my opinion, with how noticeable it is for how rich these people are. This doesn't make sense. So that's why I think it's kind of a mistake to not include that scene. Also, how long would that scene be? 2 minutes?
Maybe.
I think I could cut 2 minutes out of here. Maybe have Clark just standing in a fucking hole looking around.
I did this.
You are already here. You came back to this hole again?
Yeah, Clark is a real villain in this episode, technically.
Well, he's still not villain of the year. That goes to the person who shows up at the worst time I have ever seen and decides to talk about feelings.
She's so great.
You know what? I don't know if season 3 I'm going to be able to handle sticking up for her. Season 2 I may be done with. The problem is I don't have anybody else to really tie myself to. I'm not tying myself to Lana. I'm not doing it.
You wouldn't tie yourself together?
No.
Why?
Because she just... some of the things she does, I don't like either. But at least in this episode, she is the victim. I just can't tie myself to her because she has so many issues going on.
Lana drama.
At least with Chloe, she has the torch where she's going to be off going to do so many reports. Lana is always going to be at a coffee shop, coming home talking about her coffee shop problems. I don't know if I could deal with it.
Dude, Lana is really now like Johnny Drama, but Lana drama.
She is. So I don't think I could handle that. But again, the other side of the coin is it's even worse drama. Made up drama.
It's pretty
delusional drama.
Yeah, it's pretty lots of wrong things in this episode. Last week we decided to 10 out of 10.
Greatest episode of all time. Yeah, I remember the calling.
But this is the shot.
This is to close the season 2.
To close season 2.
Yes.
We are here. Clink, clink. We got the red label on us. And let's get started,
Oh my God, I feel like such a man whenever I take a shot. I don't know what it is. I think there's like needing to be some hair on my chest or something. This episode overall, I do want to keep talking about last week because last week was so great. It was such a high with starting out the episode with the first kiss, where then we get into the overall battle between the villain, and then we're left at the cliffhanger where we have the glowing light, Jor-El's voice coming from the cellar. Yep. I was so into last week. This week kind of, I don't know what it did. It kind of focused too much on the family drama, if that makes sense. It was just too mopey, too down, versus last week was such a high. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. This episode just didn't get me uppity. It didn't have me being like, hell yeah. Instead, it just kind of pissed me off.
It's like a little slow burn almost.
Yeah, there's only like one area where I did enjoy, which was Lex. Everything else, I'm kind of like, really? Really?
Yeah, so we end on that cliffhanger from last week, Calling, and now we're on Season 2, Episode 23 finale, Exodus. And we come to the cellar, and the light's still there, and Clark's down here now. He's down here, and he's seeing it's the ship.
He's seeing that it's a big, bright light just having a glow as if it's the sun.
It looks like it's gold, yeah.
Clark is really looking at it, just so confused. What's happening? What's going on? I should probably talk to it. So Clark is then yelling at the ship right now. I do have to pause it now real quick, because let's get into it. The ship is now talking back to Clark. Clark, in a way, is then thinking that this is not really his dad. How could it be? His father passed. Right. The ship is then telling Clark, oh, this is his will. This is his last wishes. I'm now going to fulfill what he wanted you to do all along. So now we have kind of a battle between a ship and Clark.
That's right. That's right. It's like a robot, like a little weird robot recording.
And does it, when it's changing into this golden egg, does it look like a face to you, kind of, with like a mouth maybe at the bottom? I don't know. Maybe I was just seeing things. It just looked like... No, this is from the back of the egg.
Oh, we got to get to the front again?
Front, yeah. It just looks kind of like a mouth. It's now going into the globe.
Now we are the Earth. We are Earth, and...
It's time to accept your destiny, Clark.
Yeah.
You are to rule over this planet. Well, I don't really want to do that. Too bad. By the setting sun of the soul, your destiny will be fulfilled.
And why is it casting a shadow over? Why is it an eclipse now? So what does that signify? I'm confused on that.
I'm really confused too.
Is he casting a shadow over the Earth as he stays there?
Also, wouldn't the eclipse then block out Clark's powers? Am I missing something too?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that harm him in a way more than anything else?
So you telling me I'm gonna die? Because I have no more sun?
Isn't the sun supposed to be helping Clark? Not let's block it out and let's have hell rain down.
Yeah.
What are we turning into? Jor-El has taken this and have gone the distance with it.
That's right. And yeah, we do get the official name drop of Jor-El, because even on the subtitles, we have Jor-El speaking, And Clark is freaking out. Oh, but turns around and sees... I guess holograms, pretty much.
This is probably one of the most screwed up things that I've ever heard in my life. Yes. No, I love everybody here. Clark then turns around and you have to hear Jor-El say, "These people have served their purpose."
Yeah, they suck. Oh. Why do you care about them?
I just want to let you know this too. This is just a little fun fact I came up with right on the spot here. Who's not in this?
Pete.
Who else?
Chloe.
Okay, just let's hold on to that.
Pete, because I'm sure that hurts you the most.
Actually, I was a little surprised. Pete knows his secret.
Yeah.
That would be his best friend, no?
Little brother.
Yeah, no?
Yeah, he doesn't care about him.
Clark does not give two shits about Pete.
It's all about Lana and his parents.
Great holograms.
It's pretty cool. Dude, Grandpa's not even up there, bro.
Yeah, but it's because he doesn't even know.
No, he wants him so bad.
Yeah, but if John was a part of it and John had to, have his thoughts then, his Grandpapa would have been in that group.
Where's Lex, too, dude?
Because remember, a few weeks ago, they had game night without Clark, and they had the best time ever.
Nah. I don't believe that. You'll never make me believe that. So, Basically, yeah, they served their purpose. Let me make them vanish now.
It's time to leave them, Clark. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Kal-El.
Yeah, and Kal-El tries to touch it or touch Lana's face, and it just disappears. Everything and everyone I love in Smallville is here.
You
Or is here in
must let
Smallville.
go of your past. Okay, well, I don't want to. I will guide you to your future. No, I don't want your guidance. Please
Dude.
stop.
I'm not about it. Stop saying that. You have no choice.
I want to create my own future. Too bad. Okay, is that a mouth there at the bottom of the golden egg?
Huh.
See, do you see what I'm talking about?
Interesting. Let's look at that again.
Yes. And this is where, once again, he's going to explain about the future. Look at that. What's that bottom part there, right?
It's like its butt.
So it's not like a frowny
It
mouth.
kind of does look
That's
like
what
a
I
face.
mean. There's a face in there, no?
If you pause right at 1 minute 45 seconds, it kind of looks like a face on that egg.
Okay, I wasn't too crazy.
So that's the mouth right there, and you see the nose a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, that there is something here.
Hmm.
It's not just a golden egg.
Well, we know, of course, in classic lore, I mean, the Fortress of Solitude had Jor-El's head or face, or
Yeah,
like
and-
it's Zordon from Power Rangers.
Listen, Alpha. Call the Rangers.
Rangers! Good to see you. And that's what it looks like. Maybe like a little baby version of that.
Yeah, and that's what I thought they were hinting at here. I just wish they would have made it more prominent. Instead, I'm now taking a guessing game and maybe looking like a jackass.
And so, yeah, the glowing... This whole ship thing is crazy. What can this ship do? Like, what else? And so...
Well, it can make people pregnant. And it looks like it then does a little twirly spin and explodes.
Yeah,
But it doesn't explode. Instead, that was just a very fancy hologram to make it seem like it would.
Yeah, and so it explodes, and now it's a bright white light coming from the cellar, and
Now we
then,
go
boom,
dark.
We go dark. And we go to the intro song. And of course, if you didn't know, this is Smallville, because you can tell, right, what the intro?
Is that what I could tell that this is?
I don't know if you knew, 2 seasons in.
But I do want to go back to this. So this does seem like, and I know we made the comparison before with an Invincible moment, of pretty much telling your child, you're supposed to rule these people. What are you even doing right now? Yeah, but I have all these people that I love. Well,
They
too
suck.
bad. What is the point of this? You're just making him say what? He's supposed to rule all these people. All the relationships mean nothing. You're the conqueror. You're the last of your kind. So make him more lonelier?
Yeah. It sounds like Zod territory.
This is Zod territory, exactly. This isn't have your own life, be your own person. This is you're supposed to be
So
bad.
did we go the route where, of course, Kal-El, Clark, was not born out of love? It was more so, we are this culture. This is what you should be.
This seems more like Clark was designed to be the war general, yes. But isn't it not kind of giving you that type of feeling? How could it not with the way he's telling Clark? For God's sakes, he showed an eclipse.
That is true.
For what? To say darkness is coming and it's the darkness is you?
But since we're on commercial here, let's just take the time to remind everyone to follow us on Twitter. Please.
Oh, by the way, since we are doing last episode, we have to shout out to the people that have commented. It's been one person. Rainy Day, you've talked a lot of shit to me. And you know what? I'm not really appreciating it because it's like you're
Rainy
wanting
day.
to give me a rainy day. But just know, I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Let's give Rainy Day a little applause there, dude.
You got to give the crowd, or at least
No,
the
just Rainy Day
fans.
for talking shit to you, because that's all we wanted.
Well, that's true, too, because nobody else deserves the praise.
But no. We'll cheer on everyone, too, you know? We'll chill on everyone. And
Boo.
because... yeah, we'll cheer them. We'll cheer them. Yeah, boo. Nah, y'all have been great. Thank you for listening to us. But now, after commercial,
Let's
we
get
come
to
back.
the Kent house where his parents are walking out of the house saying, "Hey, Clark, you're up early. What are you doing?" I
Good
didn't
morning,
sleep
son.
at all.
I didn't sleep.
Oh, well, why didn't you sleep? Well, I kind of met my biological father last night.
I met Daddy last night.
His parents are not... Actually, John, this is what threw me off, too, and I just have to pause it real quick. Martha is like, oh, no. John, I'm not surprised. Like, why does he have just the weird smirk going on?
He's like, yeah, you met him last night, Clark?
I met him before, too. He sucks, right?
And Clark, so, yeah, he takes him down to the cellar.
Explaining what had happened.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, it's like a dream, though. It sounded like it was in my own head. He said it was time. Time to leave Smallville and fulfill my destiny. And
he said that?
And the ship is still there.
Exactly.
We come to find out. So, did he have a dream?
What was the explosion? What was the white light? What happened after that?
And did that not happen right after Lana left?
So, was it a situation where we talked about sleep flying? Was he knocked out? And then did he wake up?
Dude.
We don't have anything, and that's what I mean by we're going to have to start getting the DVDs to watch some of the deleted scenes. There's a lot of cuts in this where they had to have thought they had an hour and a half on this season finale.
Maybe. I don't.
But it's just things don't fit. And that's what I have a problem with this episode.
Maybe so.
Clark is then telling him, no, he does not have a choice. Why is it happening now, though, now that I've gotten together with Lana? Because that's all I care about.
The farm's out of debt. I'm going to be a big brother.
Hold on. He said the farm's out of debt.
That's right.
When did the farm get out of debt?
Hey, do we need to know that?
I need to know that. What has John been doing to get the farm out of debt?
This is now going to be a task to our audience. Please do your research and let us know.
Martha also has not been working for Lionel in how long?
Yeah, she's been working other ways.
How is the farm out of debt? I need somebody to answer this question because it's pissing me off.
It's his town.
He didn't get paid.
Yeah, he's getting paid, bro.
Everyone didn't.
Everyone's like, oh, the Kents, yeah, I'll do anything for you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you're saying because maybe Clark had saved the bank or something?
Maybe some handouts from Lex?
Lex probably took care of it behind closed doors and just said, oh, yeah, John, you're doing such a great job. Okay, we're going to have to lower it for him. It's getting higher, though. Okay, I'll take care of it all. Just lower the damn thing.
Look, man, farm out of debt, it's a good thing, bro.
Whatever. It's apparently why Clark is happy, but we know the reason why, and it's because him and Lana have finally gotten together. Martha, well, whatever your biological father may have said, it doesn't mean anything because you and Lana should be together forever.
Yeah. I'd love you and Lana together.
They're his hopes and dreams, not yours. Clark, you choose your own destiny.
Hey, John says it more serious, dude. Clark, you choose your own destiny, son. No matter what happens, we raised you, and we know you'll do what's right, basically.
And now he's looking at the ship. Now he's looking at both of them. And then he tells them, you know what? You guys are right. This is my home.
This my home. You, my parents. He went full, like, ape mode. And then he looks at the ship again, looks at them like, yeah.
Yeah, I did this.
My home. My parents.
I don't know. What?
My home. My parents.
He didn't even tell Jor-El this. He told his parents this. The Kents and their plans.
I don't know what kind of hypnosis they have on him because they just go full dumb during their conversations, bro.
What is with the Kents when they're together this season and their ideas?
Maybe they all need sun because they keep going to the cellar and then dumb shit keeps happening.
So you think maybe that's what Jor-El's really telling them? The eclipse is blocking the sun from touching you. Get out.
You're on the dark side of the earth. You're always on it. Please get to the other side.
Hey, I just want to also remind everybody, because I want to ask you a question here, Joseph. Last episode, Helen left Lex, correct?
Wait.
When he said, Helen, if you truly think that I would be capable of breaking in your office, that I'm that type of guy, then maybe we shouldn't get married.
That's right.
And what did she do?
She left, and he grabbed the blood.
And then we're supposed to automatically assume, I would imagine, that the wedding is done. Now we have Lex standing in his office looking at the vial of blood that was unmarked. Let me repeat that. She said it was not labeled.
Well, it isn't. I mean, it has a label on it, but it's not labeled. Like,
how does he know it's Clark's?
Huh?
How does he know it's Clark's?
He doesn't.
Then was there only one vial of blood in her entire mini fridge?
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna think.
There's no way in hell. Helen is so much smarter than that.
Hey, you would think that, dude.
From the ending that I have seen, I know that. Helen is not somebody anybody plays around with. She would have more than one vial of blood in there.
I don't know.
Stupid.
I don't know, dude.
But what do we see when Lex then leaves the office after staring at the vial of blood?
Helen is in the mansion, and not only that, talking to Lionel.
And giving him a silver envelope.
Yeah, what is that?
Lex then comes out and says, excuse me, the last time I saw you together, you were bribing her to dump me. Hey, Lex, I really hope you're not going to question Helen right now. Oh, instead, before he can, Lionel then says, oh, Lex, Dr. Bryce, she was just giving me back my wedding present. She said she didn't need it. You know what? You star-crossed lovers enjoy the afternoon. I will see you guys later. And Lionel already knows he then dropped the bomb. Lex and Helen watch him leave. Lex then decides to question Helen. Like, you have the fucking nerve to do this to her.
Yeah, you want to tell me what that was about?
No, I don't. You want to know why? Because you destroyed everything in my office.
I'm tired of being this a never-ending struggle with you, Lex. Oh, Helen, both said some things last night.
I don't want to go into the marriage with any secrets. I haven't held anything back, Lex.
Facts.
Yeah.
And Lex is like, okay, maybe you're right. And so what does he do, though?
Also, I wrote in my notes, this was stupid.
Lex opens a box, and so I have, what is he saying? I have what?
He tells her, I was the one that broke into the office. This is the vial of blood. Obviously, we both know it was Clark's. By the way, I hate to do this, but I have to admit that you're right. The only way that they both know it's Clark's, because she blatantly said 2 episodes ago that it was not labeled, or even last episode.
They don't know what. Okay, Lex does not know it's Clark's.
He knows it is.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't say his name.
He even says, I thought this vial of blood was going to be able to give me the answers I was looking for. When she says, why would you take that? The only reason why he would say that is because he thinks that it's Clark's.
Yeah, possibly, but he doesn't know that.
Okay, she is not even telling him it's not. That's my other issue. She even then says, why are you even telling me this? Did you think that you even admitting all this to me and taking things from my office, that this would mean that we would be going off living a happily ever after? I don't know.
I didn't have it analyzed.
And you know what? Apparently that's supposed to mean everything. I don't understand why he would tell her. You went so far to rob her office. Guess what? You probably should die with the lie.
And lied about it. Yes. Made it seem like it was just some random.
You made her seem stupid. Hey, you should call Sheriff Adams.
Hey, yo, she solves a lot of crimes. What was so important about the blood, Lex?
And
I thought it had the answers I've been looking for.
All it did was end our relationship.
And so, yes, we get, oh my goodness, we get one of the best scenes of all time here. We are now by a tree in the random forest field or something with Clark and Lana talking about whatever. Oh, I'm so glad this could happen. I'm so glad this feels so good.
Are you okay, Clark? Yeah, I'm okay. You know, I can always tell when you're not being totally truthful to me. Oh, well, I don't want to be lying to you. I'm just so happy about this. Can you swallow my face? Gladly.
Yeah. We are convinced, right, that it is Kristen.
It's Kristen. Kristen is the bad kisser out of them two.
No, is it bad kissing, or is it just
kissing.
like really into it, or like over the top? This looks okay. Not gonna lie, this is like the kissing you do when you're like mid like sloppy sex, probably.
Yeah.
Like, in the moment, heated up, like, oh, we're going at it. This is just I'm sitting on your lap in the field by a tree, like it's a picnic, and this is how we're kissing normally.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Anyways, not to knock it down. This is the most amazing kiss we've ever seen, right?
So obviously we're going to be getting into our award show next episode, but I'm going to automatically assume you're going to call this your best kiss.
It's like the only kiss, really.
Sorry, I'm not going to go to with that. And this is why with this moment here, it's too sloppy. It's actually, I agree with every point you made about this is mid-sex type of kiss. This isn't sitting under the apple tree, loving each other.
This isn't possibly someone looking at us like in public. It's like, oh, hey, what are that couple? Oh my God, what are they doing over there?
Exactly. God, just go get a room already. Are they doing it? This is also a type of kiss where you're not going to stop midway.
Oh, no, you're not.
See?
You're not stopping. Like, oh, you might even turn them over or something. Who knows?
Wait, what?
Dude, we're at
Lana turned Clark over.
This is what... Yeah. So they look at each other. They're just at mid combo.
Lana, when did you get so strong?
And of course, Clark's like, I just don't want it to go away. And I was like, I'm not going anywhere, Clark. And then they reach in for the kiss.
And then we have some Lifehouse playing in the background.
And
this time,
all I want is you. And my goodness, off the top, we have open mouth, like, oh.
Did he ride Whitney's horse?
I sure hope he did.
Hey, let's do it together, Lana. Wait, I'm almost positive that brown one on the right there is Whitney's horse.
Why are they always taking these horses, bro? Just go walk.
That looks the exact. I'm just gonna throw that out there. That's really, really messed up.
It's
Lana.
Awesome. No, it's not messed up because you know why? Lana is the one that should be feeling wrong here. And yeah, anyways, back to the kiss, man. We didn't even finish, dude. It was like it was never gonna stop.
No, but that's what I mean. It was truly only 5 to 10 seconds. So passionate, you would not stop that quickly for that type of kiss.
Dude, and the way they're reacting after the kiss, like Clark is so proud of himself with a big old grin, and then Lana's like, not gonna lie, bro, it looked like she just like had an orgasm, bro.
Well, it's now Clark asking, so does this mean that you're officially my date for the wedding? Lana, only in one case, which is if you tell Chloe about
we're officially
us.
Together.
Well,
I'll tell her.
I don't know if I should do that because why would we tell her? Don't you live with her, Lana? Shouldn't you be more open about this? Lana, I think...
No, because that just shows Lana and her are not friends and never were friends.
Can I say this? And this is where I am going to defend my girl. I know we're going to be pausing a lot in this episode.
You're disgusting. Shut up! All right, I'll be quiet.
You know why? Because this is why.
Okay.
All Lana has to do is kind of be a little bit honest. Instead, Chloe is already like a little bit lit with her match. And you know what Lana does? She like waves the wind and like hit it like further. She is like, let me pour gasoline on it. And then she tells Chloe, hey, go see Clark.
Yeah, that's the best way to go about it.
That's what she does. Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, you're not wrong. No, you're not wrong.
She forces Chloe to get into the craziness.
Chloe's already crazy, bro.
Yeah, but she makes her more crazy. When in fact, all she has to do is be a little bit more honest.
Is it her or is it Clark?
No, okay. Wait. Are you I'm blaming more the ladies than Clark.
At this point, I mean, they live together.
They live together.
Yes. At this point, yes. But, I mean, majority of it is also still Clark's fault. That's why he wants to tell her, I have to be honest with her. That was my best friend.
And then I'm going to avoid her all day.
Should we count how many perfect opportunities he had to just tell her?
You wanted a drinking game? There's your drinking game.
All right, cool. You down?
Every time.
I think it'd only be about, honestly, like 2 or 3. But
it really is only 2 or 3 moments. Okay. Also, it's not... I hate to do this, though, too. He has super speed.
Dude.
He could get this done.
Let me tell you, number 1 perfect opportunity, right after that little date with Lana.
Yeah.
Hey, you going home? Let me go with you so I can go talk to her. We can do it together. Bro.
And also, I think it would be better if they did it together.
Hell yeah, because...
I didn't even think of that.
Because like you said, I mean, and I just agree with that, they are now closer because they live together.
Yes.
They are much closer now. And I would say more so Clark because, I mean, they live together, bro. And, yeah, they should definitely tell her together.
And I think it would just soothe the blow more.
I don't know why.
Yeah, arriving together and be like, hey, Chloe, can we talk to you?
Can we also think of this scenario afterwards? If Clark then tells Chloe, what is Chloe going to do when she sees Lana next?
Yeah.
What is that? No matter what, that has to happen.
They do it separately. This just shows how dumb Clark and Lana are.
That's why they're made for each other. Jesse, this is for you.
And yeah, because either one tells her without the other one being there, she is automatically going to be mad at the other one. And then once she sees them after that convo, it's like, you didn't tell me. Why would you do this to me? Either way, it's going to turn out like that.
But exactly. No matter what, the other person's going to look like the villain.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't have the balls to tell her to her face.
Dude.
This is a bad plan. Lana deserves to be with the Kent family so they can come up with plans together.
This is this is Chloe's villain origin story.
And by the way, that's also why I don't blame her. Shout out Chloe.
And so now it's in the paper, come to find out, is that Lionel takes over the custodianship of the caves, and it's public now. And Clark is reading it at Lex's mansion. And of course, he's like, man, he really took it. And of course, Lex is like, oh, it's not really official. Like, he's still kind of, I guess, in denial a bit about it.
Yeah, but he also even says with Clark,
like, I'll get it back.
Yeah, this is more of a Lex thinking no matter what, I'm going to be able to own my father in the end. I'll get the last laugh. I'm not going to lie to you. For this season, Lex has been owned.
Multiple times.
I don't think we've had, like in season 1, you and I have always talked about where at the end, Lex then gets his revenge. He then gets his little smirk. He gets his last laugh. This season, no. Lionel has been getting every laugh. Lionel is the one that has been putting him in check.
Dude, Lionel's always had the last laugh.
Lex is the one running for his life trying to save the king.
Mm-hmm.
I see those chess references, by the way.
Oh, dude.
See that? I'm playing along.
You are Luther. You're a Luther for sure.
But Lex even says, you know, he has some fancy equipment down there. He's even tightened up security.
You can't even get down there.
Oh, we'll see about that. Hey, Lex, have you seen the tailor?
Yeah, I need to go get fitted for my suit. He said, well, I canceled that because Helen is not walking down the aisle tomorrow. What?
I saw her last night, man. She seemed really happy.
Yeah, well, a lot can change in 24 hours. And mind you, yes, we just had the rehearsal dinner. So I'm sure to Clark it's like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, this is probably really shocking, and Clark is probably also like, so I don't get a date with Lana now?
No, Lex, this was it, dude.
Do you see the dress she got? Now I don't get to see that? We can't have a dance? Lex, you're ruining your wedding.
I could be at Chloe's right now telling her that me and Lana are dating, but I chose not to. I chose to come to see you, to care about my fitted suit.
He could have gone to see her before
He cares more
this.
about his fitted suit.
And since the tailor is not here, by the way, it means he has a lot more time.
Yeah, that thing is canceled that he had to do, so let's go. What is that, shot number 2 now?
That's shot number 2 now at that point.
Wait, once we reach 3, we're taking 1.
Okay, that's fair, because also, that's bad. It was canceled, so obviously he does have plenty of time.
And now he's just sitting here still talking to Lex. I would have been out the door and be like, well, I got things to do.
Well, Clark does ask then what happens to Lex and Helen, and Lex then has to explain, you know what, Clark, I've tried so hard not to become my father. But in the end, the genes that are inside of us, they just awaken.
They dominate us to the end. And so I try to go against my natural instinct, and of course, Clark's like...
After all that with Lex?
Yeah,
What'd you do?
What'd you do, Lex? And he's like, I betrayed her trust. And basically...
What'd you do?
I fought my own nature and did something un-Luther-like, and I apologized and confessed my sin, hoping she'd forgive me. And, yeah, she didn't. And Clark guesses right. I guess she didn't, huh?
But don't tell anyone, Clark. I want to hold on to my romantic notions for one more day.
You're pulling a pathetic card here, Lex.
This is not a really good look. I'm glad we're on the same page, at least on this. That's not a good look, Lex.
Mm-hmm. And so now we are at
The caves.
yeah, where we should be at Chloe's.
Because our tailor was canceled.
Right.
So we
So-
had plenty of time. Oh my god.
All right, dude. I'm just gonna pour it up now.
Okay, you might as well do that. Because I'll explain this scene. As
Yes.
Clark is going into the caves, he is now seeing the fancy equipment that is set up. I mean, there is just a gigantic tube-looking thing set up on where the keyhole is. It is looking really crazy. Lionel, though, turns on the lights, walks into the facility in the cave. There's a camera in there, and he saw that Clark was inside, correct?
Maybe.
And
I
this
mean,
is-
I would assume so.
This is the only reason why I say this. Lionel is walking in, not even looking at the guy, saying, I'm going to have to stop these unauthorized visits here, Mr. Kent. How does he know that it was him?
I don't know. He has to have cameras.
He has to have cameras. With that much tech being inputted, he has to have cameras, meaning
He knows.
You
when
know,
Clark-
Lana would have cameras.
yeah, because he also knows everything about Clark. But what he does then explains is, hey, Clark, what exactly are you doing here? Well, I was just curious. I'd suppose you would be, because according to poor Walden, you're being talked about quite a bit on these walls here.
As he looks at the cave painting with the S on the chest.
Apparently, you're going to be ruling us all. I'm surprised you believe someone like him, Mr. Luther. Clark, come on. Would put stock into something such as that guy.
Yeah, here comes Clark, the worst liar.
This is so bad. But also, Lionel does make up something here. I know that you worked closely together. How? They hated each other. Walden did not like Clark. He wanted nothing to do with him.
And it was funny because Clark actually liked Walden because of his books and stuff. And
Walden was like, get away from me.
why do you like this kid, Lex?
Get him out.
And it's like, you'd think he'd have more respect because Lex only knew about the caves because of Clark.
And with Lionel even then saying, oh, so since you guys knew each other, I'm sure there's some insight you could give me. It would be extremely helpful. Lionel, I'm never going to tell you anything. Like, why would you ever think I would tell you? You know how many backhanded little things you've said to me into my ear?
Dude, yeah, and said like insults, like,
What?
say hi to your mother for me.
Oh, yeah. Also, you try to tear my family apart because you hit on my mom.
You literally tried to bang my mother.
And you gave her a watch that my father almost went to prison for because you said that he killed you. Also, you weren't blind. And you could have easily said it wasn't John. Thanks, Lionel.
Remember when he was blonde?
You're the best.
He didn't tell me anything, Mr. Luther. Weird.
I'm sure. Well, Lionel, what's with all the machinery?
Yeah, wouldn't you like to know? That's the look he...
I'm going to unlock the secrets hidden in these walls.
Yeah, and he seems pretty certain about that, too.
And how is he able to be that certain if he doesn't have the key?
Mm-hmm.
And
And so Clark is like, didn't you see what happened to Walden? It's like, yes, but I
I
had...
have something he doesn't. I have the key.
Yep, that's right.
Clark is even though confused, saying, I thought that the key was taken from your office, so how in the world would you be able to have that?
Yeah, I don't understand, Mr. Luther.
Lionel then explains something really psychotic to now do. That when the McKee mysteriously disappeared, before that he tested it for the composition, found out that it had the same as only one thing on the planet, Kryptonite.
Kryptonite.
The meteor rocks. But I'm going to say it like this. The meteor rocks.
Found in Smallville.
Dude, your breath smells like ass.
Mr. Luther, back the fuck up.
Your breath smells like a baby fart passing through a diaper.
And dude, and it's kind of crazy what he ended up doing here. So he finds out the composition was nothing like here on the Earth, and I have fashioned now my own key from the studies. And of course, remember last time we had him take the hand of Dr. Walden. That member had the imprint of the key on it from the fire, and it had the coating, the shape on his hand. So he took it, matched that up. But what he reveals here is the key is identical in every way, but it's a Kryptonite spaceship key.
I have a question. Why does he keep it in a lead thing?
I don't know.
Like a lead contraption. And that's the only thing that really did throw me off. I go, Well, isn't that convenient for you? I just didn't understand why Lionel would need to keep it in a lead little contraption. It was the only thing that kind of like made me weirded out, because obviously when he does open it and he made it to every detail, like you said, Clark then is okay.
Well, you know what? I think there have been times where it's been revealed that lead is covering
the radiation.
The radiation and such. Like damn, man, I feel like it's been studied upon. And plus, he had Hamilton studying kryptonite like no other, man. So I feel like he definitely had some studies where, lead seems to be, like, block it or something like that.
Even with going off of what you just said, he's been around enough people to say, I shouldn't be touching this all the time.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Hamilton literally had it near him all the time, and that man was...
Well, Walden, too. Even though you couldn't say it was because of the meteor rocks, in Lionel's head, you could probably be like, yeah, it's because he's probably messing with these things.
I'm not touching this stuff. Notice his little container has the LL on it. Did you see that?
Yeah, I would have everything with my initials on it, too. Are you kidding me? Do you see that container? That container is so badass. I'm so rich. Clark, you don't look well, though, because for some reason you're not on your knees, but with Lana's little fucking thing, you're on your knees for 2 seconds.
He's building immunity, bro. He's building immunity.
2 seconds he's on his knees being like, stop it, it's so small. But this thing is a gigantic octagonal key, and he can withstand it. He just has to turn his back.
He's trying his best to put it together. Or hold it together. He's like, hey, Lionel, be careful. It's like, hey, I didn't get to where I am today by playing it safe, so I'm not going to listen to you, 16-year-old.
Get out of my cave now.
Yeah, now. We cut to the next scene.
Okay, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
So before we get to this next scene, because we're just going to point out once again, Lionel, like you said, kicked Clark out of the cave.
Yes, I did.
He kicked him out.
So this would be then number 3, right? Or number 2?
No, this is 3, technically, because... Soon as Lana mentioned at the date, that's when we go. But no, we went to Lex. That's 1. Lex said, Taylor, canceled.
That's 2.
Damn it. That's 2. Lionel said, Clark, you're in the cave. I'll talk to you for a little bit, but get out after. 3. We are at Lana, the Sullivan house, and Lana's trying on dresses.
So this would be then 3 times where we're in a less than 15 minutes into this episode where Clark had the chance to be able to tell Chloe that him and Lana are now together.
Clark is the villain, bro.
Maybe so, but Chloe in a way kind of shows me in this scene, because this is one of my favorite scenes, I'm the real villain this season. Because this really is kind of disgusting.
And this is where we take a shot again.
I'm taking it.
Clark
we have to.
And Lana. Boom. It's their fault.
But we do get to this scene where all this is going to be a very lovely scene of Lana then imagining herself in the dress of the wedding night. Music in the background, and yet we have somebody who decides to then stand at her doorway. I'm sure you and Clark are going to leave everybody in the room speechless.
Oh, yeah.
What? Where did that come from?
At
Also,
this
nice
point,
to see you.
Yeah. Hey, hello. Knock much? Door's open, mind you, but still.
How long was she standing there watching Lana just kind of fantasizing because she's 16 years old? Chloe just decides to take this even to the next level by walking into a room and then saying, just be careful not to upstage the bride and groom. I'm assuming that you two are going together, right? No. Why would you come at her so hot? Like, so on fire right now? This is not the way.
But you know what this does? I mean, yeah, you're right. But it also presents the opportunity for Lana. Hey, so you know about me and Clark. Let's talk about it.
Exactly. I do agree with that point, which is why thank you for sticking up for my girl. Lana should have been able to say
no, I hate her for doing what she's doing.
You're sticking up for her. No, stop it. You're gonna stick up for Chloe.
If anything, it's just I'm going back on the thing we've been talking about, where they have the opportunities to spill this secret. It's not even a secret because she knows. She saw them kissing.
I was gonna say too,
Is it a secret when they're making out underneath the apple tree and also Clark's parents know? Doesn't Martha have the biggest mouth in the town?
I mean, at this point, with this, I feel like she'd be talking about it.
She would be telling everybody. I just also hate with Lana's reaction of, oh, we're just going to be going as friends. No, Lana.
No, dude, no. You want to be cool like Chloe and be like a little kid, be like, yeah, I'm going to drop these little hints and I just freaking hope they tell me because I'm going to be so mad. I'm going to act like I didn't know.
Well, Chloe, have you seen Clark? He's been looking for you.
He's been wanting to talk to you about something.
No, I haven't seen him. In fact, I've been trying to track him down all day, but his parents say that he has best man duties.
Dope.
Joseph, do we have to go back for our audience to know that Clark's best man duties have all been canceled?
That's right.
They have all been canceled. He has nothing to do.
So, where is he right now? And if he's not at home, where Martha could just be like, oh yeah, he's here right here now.
Lana looks down. I hate this so much. Where Chloe then still is just staring at her with those eyes.
Like,
hey, when was the last time you saw him? Oh, God.
And dude, there is one thing about Lana, you know.
She's the worst liar.
And it's also just like we make things so awkward for no reason. I've said this so many times already. I think it's mostly this season.
Yes.
And her facial expressions, the wide eyes, and I'm just like, dude, you look like you're lying out of your ass.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Ran into him at the Talon.
Huh? Clark? I wasn't kissing him earlier.
Do I smell like him?
Shit.
I was rubbing up on his arm.
Yeah, she was laying on him.
Do I smell like farm?
He's probably sniffing her.
Yeah, but
They're freaks.
they are definitely
They're freaks,
The way
bro.
they kiss for just 5 seconds alone, they're freaks.
We saw it last episode. It was like a little tease. And Lana was getting so into it, bro. And then, boom. This episode just unleashed it because now we're official, you know?
Spoiler.
Sorry, they're not official.
Try not to ruin my best kiss of the year, all right? Their first kiss was so natural and so beautiful.
Okay, that was good. The first kiss was nice.
And now we're getting into just sloppy.
No, we're on the honeymoon phase, bro. We're like, Lana. He's turning into Whitney, dude. This is how Whitney probably was when he first started dating her.
Well, now that we know how Kristen kisses, I mean, yeah.
What if he taught her that?
That's wait. Oh my! If Lana said that to Clark, hey,
Sorry.
Lana, where'd you learn how to kiss like that? Whitney, he was older.
Whitney taught me a lot of things, Clark. Things you would never guess. What? What do you mean? I don't think I want to keep your horses in here anymore. Can you leave?
Oh God!
How would you feel if she said that to you?
I would. By the way, I would. I'm still dying at the thought of Clark's face. What?
He's dead.
Back to the scene. Lana then telling Chloe, well, he needed to talk to you. It was about something important. Well, I've been looking for him all day, so if he needed to find me, I guess it wasn't really that important. Yeah, she kind of has a point. And then she decides to leave the room, slaps the door as if it's the sarcastic slap that everybody knows really means, I know what you're up to. Lana then sits on her bed about to cry.
She looks like she just like, oh, I don't want to lie to her anymore.
Yeah,
I wanna
just tell her the
It's
truth.
like, dude, that's an opportunity. You could have done it. Could have done it, Lana.
And also, at this point, Lana probably comes back with, like, Clark's jackets all the time, too.
Dude, she probably does smell like him.
Yes.
Not even kidding.
She was just underneath his arm, forgot it. What does Clark smell like? You think it's good? Think he smells good, or you think he smells like farm? But I don't think he does smell like farm because he's Superman, so obviously I don't think he has body odor.
Dude, there's no way, because I feel like everyone knows who Clark Kent is. But imagine that guy, you just know him because he smelled like cow shit all the time.
No, he doesn't because there's no body odor whatsoever.
You think he wouldn't have any body odor? 'Cause
Yeah.
he's a Kryptonian?
Maybe that's why, and that's why Lana in that last scene was like sniffing his arm.
What a great perk to have. Is that like an alpha type thing? Like, oh, we don't have body odor.
That would be a thing,
We're
right?
superior race.
We're
We
gonna
can
have,
also punch a building, so it makes sense I wouldn't have body odor.
we're gonna have to do more research into this because this is now getting interesting.
The little things, you know?
They matter.
They do matter.
Let's go to the Kent farm and watch the sunset together, though.
Oh. Hey, Lana, you ever seen the sunset at the top of my barn? So, we're at the barn. Clark
Yeah.
is at the barn watching the sunset. How long has he been doing this?
He's probably been doing this. Oh, so you're saying? All right, he's been doing this for an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
last time we saw him, he got kicked out of the cave.
Yeah.
He's at home. Someone called the home, too, and said, oh, yeah, he's out doing best man duties. He's in the barn. What if they didn't even know? What if he's been at the house and they had no idea?
He was definitely reading.
It's like, oh, they think I'm at best man duties. They'll never find me in here.
He's probably still working on his speech. No, he wouldn't do that because Lex said he canceled.
Yeah, can't work on a speech anymore.
You know what? He's had a lot to think about today. He's had a lot. Jor-El talked to him for the first time, biological father. He's been thinking about that for at least 4 hours. What we do get instead is now Jonathan coming up and then saying, I figured that this is where you were. Well, Dad, I'm just watching the sunset. Hope it's not my last one I see from up here. Clark, it's not going to be. Come on. Son, it's just another sundown. All right, you're going to be waking up tomorrow morning, and you're going to have all those chores done. Nothing's going to change. Just make sure you get them done by noon.
We're going to be here tomorrow. Chores aren't canceled. Just don't get ahead of yourself.
Hey, by the way, Chloe called several times.
Hey, did you get in touch with Chloe? Who's that?
They now stare at each other. The sun is going down. This is a very cute moment. I kind of wish that Clark would have just broken down and like started changing in this scene, where then Jonathan had to witness it, and then he like hit Jonathan out of the barn, and then we get some like Brightburn stuff.
What? Change how?
You know, like turn evil.
Why would he turn evil right here?
Because Jor-El said it's your destiny, so maybe there's
So in that
something
moment right
yeah.
there, as he's looking at the sunset
Maybe
with his
Jor-El
dad.
has a way to turn him evil. That's all I'm saying. We don't know what Jor-El is planning right now.
Probably probed him.
That's what I mean. Remember, Clark doesn't even remember if it was a dream or not.
That's true. We don't even know if it was a dream or not.
Yes.
We're confused.
It was an egg that exploded.
Hey, good egg.
Very
Yeah, and
good egg.
so they have a nice little moment, and they
don't even decide to
Mom's-
wait 5 minutes after the sunset.
Mom's ready for dinner, so let's go eat dinner. And Clark's just smiling and chuckling to himself, and now he hears, "It is time, Kal-El. Come to me."
And obviously that would be Jor-El's voice still calling towards Clark. Clark now decides to avoid dinner time even though it's ready, and goes into the cellar, where he sees that once again the ship is glowing. This time it is glowing a little bit of a blue, I don't know, a little bit of white. You're my father, but I'm not going to listen to you. The ship then turns to Clark and says, yes, you are. Decides to give off a supersonic pulse that then sends Clark into the corner. Clark is then screaming in pain, decides to rip his shirt off, where now inside of his skin it is burning the crest of his ancestors. It is the zenith of the star. Soul, you will begin your journey. Didn't he say last night, though, I was supposed to begin my journey?
Yeah.
And now...
Maybe that was the warning, and now it's for real.
So now he said you're supposed to begin your journey now by the conquering. Because you weren't trying to conquer, this is your warning. You get burned into your skin.
You know, my thing is here, what if it's truly still misunderstanding? Like, maybe he just wants them to just fulfill his Kryptonian heritage.
Yeah. Why isn't he asking, what do you want me to do? What is my destiny?
Yeah.
Because
Like,
he
why-
just assumes that he read it correctly in the ship. Yes, you're exactly right.
Like, why are we just going to just, like, okay, because honestly, if you are this person, are you not going to logically think, like, okay, what are we talking here? Like, am I having to kill people? What do you mean I have to detach myself? Like, what? Why? Is it just for a little bit or forever?
Well, it's then asking the other questions too. Why, if you're meeting your biological father, are you not asking him more questions?
Dude, he's such a scared little pussy.
In this episode, they really made him that, though. I guess we can then go to what's going to happen later. Sorry, this is going to be a spoiler. Is going to be the Lionel Luther quote. Maybe it's the fear in men then make them weak, or the anger in men make them weak.
No, that's a good point. So
this is where Clark, maybe it's the fear of what the ship did last night that's then causing him to then question every logical decision.
Yeah. No, you're perfectly right. We can even tie into that later because that's a good point. It is showing a sign of weakness when they are at their most angriest.
It's just he really doesn't make any type of smart choices whatsoever. But now let's open up to the next scene.
So we went to dinner, right? And I'm sure dinner
No, come on. He had the
took
crest
only
burned into him.
no. Dinner happened, but then he went right back to the cellar right before. It's still like 7, maybe 8 o'clock at the latest. And he decided to just look at his chest for the rest of the night and not go talk to Chloe. We're now in the morning, and we're looking at the necklace that Lana used to have. I get why he's thinking about it, but still, it's like you would think automatically, why are we doing this?
Hold on. I'm going to say this. Because it was burned into his skin, he probably wasn't thinking about anything else that night. But this seems like morning where he does have plenty of time to go and tell her now, instead of staring at Lana's little necklace here. Because even with me watching this scene the first time around, where he's just staring at it so confused, I'm putting in my notes, Clark, are you high? What are you doing right now? I'm so lost. Also, I am so pissed off in this scene. I'm not going to tell my parents that he's not getting married. I'm going to allow them to get dressed and then say, oh, Clark, why aren't you ready? Oh, well, I have to go and pick up Lana. We're still doing this charade, Clark, even though Lex told you that the wedding was off?
So
I wouldn't allow my parents to get dressed. Maybe that's just me.
But see, the thing is that they still go to a wedding, though.
Yes!
The church is there. There's people. And Lex is there. So was he really going to do it? Was he going to milk it that much?
I don't know what the idea was. I'm just telling you, if I'm Clark, you tell me that your wedding's canceled, keep it on the hush-hush. I live with my parents. Hey, guys, you probably shouldn't get ready today. Lex is going to make an announcement about the cancellation, so I probably wouldn't be going right now.
Nah, that's not how we played it here.
You know why?
Smallville.
You're exact. No. I thought you were going to keep going. I was setting you up there.
What?
It's not what we do in the Kent house, because you didn't give me a little bit of a hint that you know something. So because you didn't give me something, I can't give you the truth.
Damn, bro. Damn.
It's how we play the game at the Kent house, right? That's their own chess game that they play.
What? Dumb fuckery? This is not funny. Is this a fun game to them? This is their game?
This is their game. We don't tell each other secrets unless the other person can guess the secret.
Yeah, you have to ask me about it.
See? And then we can reveal.
Yeah. And then I'll reveal how much of a piece of shit I am for keeping this secret.
And that's why with Martha, with the baby, with the key, you never asked.
What if it was what if it was all because of that, and then like Clark secretly told them, maybe in one of the mini comic issues in between the episodes, he's like, hey, just so y'all know, I forgive y'all, but I will get y'all back at some point. And this is the one, they have no clue.
He's setting up his parents. Hey, you guys have fun at that wedding.
No wonder he's not going to Chloe. He's thinking of the best prank of the year.
Suckers.
They'll remember him in Smallville for this one.
So I was right. He is high.
Clark Kent, the greatest farm boy trickster there ever was.
Oh my god.
It's like, I got my parents so good with this shit. It's like, yeah, I'll see y'all there.
He's just elbowing himself, giving himself a pat on the back.
What a
bunch of losers.
He's the only one that knows the joke. No one knows.
It's an inside joke with himself.
That's a psychopath. He's a psychopath. All right, but yeah, no.
Lex is rubbing off too much on him at this point.
I don't know what Clark's doing. I think he's really just be high.
But that's what I mean. This did not make sense to me.
Yeah. He's like, and of course, John asks him, it's like, how's it going today? Good. Did you hear any voices? He's like, no, pretty good. I mean, it's pretty scary, but no, but like, we're good.
All right.
And he lies to him. So
Yeah.
he lies.
Well, again, they didn't know.
And look, he was just about to tell them that not to go to the wedding because it was off, but then he said, no, Mom, you look beautiful.
You know what? This is going to be funny. You guys have fun.
It's like, yeah, I'll still do it. So, of course, he's still thinking about how he got super burned last night. And
Lex is now in his office. He is now staring at the rings of him and Helen.
oh, look who's
All
back.
right. This didn't make sense to me. I'm not going to foreshadow anything. I'm going to tell the audience how I felt in this moment. Helen walks through the door. Lex is like, you're here. Helen asks, I'm so angry with you. Yeah, Helen, why are you here? No, he lied to you about your office.
What
are
you
you
did
even
was so
doing here?
unforgivable.
Yes, it is unforgivable.
But the farther I got from you and this town, I realized that while any sane person would have kept driving,
Yeah, they would have, Helen. What are we doing?
I needed to turn around. I started to look at myself and mistakes that I've made in my life.
No, this is a mistake right now. So why are we here?
Lex says, I hope I'm not one of them.
You are.
And she says, no, Lex, you're not.
That's the thing.
I'm still in love with you.
What? Listen, okay. All right, let me pause this. I understand Chloe still loving Clark, even though Clark has told her, I don't like you.
Ew, get away from me.
Okay, I can still understand Chloe loving Clark. I cannot understand Helen still loving Lex. That was such again, it wasn't just you snuck into my office and you stole something. You snuck into my office and destroyed everything in there. You son of a bitch. Why did you do that?
Nah, man, it's cool. Like, I forgive you. I love you.
Like, I am so lost by Helen because Helen, in my mind, I even wrote in the notes, disappointed. You're not the woman I thought you were. I held on to that. Going to the next scene.
Clark is showing Pete his burn mark on his chest in the cellar. And of course, Pete's like, you got any idea what it means?
Well, Pete's like, man, does that hurt?
No, not right now.
Well, and Pete's even like, okay, so obviously, Clark, what's going on here? My father, he made this burn on me. Okay, well, your parents must be freaked out. You have told them, right? I didn't tell them.
Yeah, something's gonna happen to me at noon, I think.
Why wouldn't you tell them, Clark? Because, Pete, I know what they would have done. They'll never agree with me in a million years.
I have to destroy the ship.
What? Clark, no, dude.
He's high out of his mind. That man smoked a joint real quick. He's like, I know how to solve this problem.
All right, so I do want to go with this, though. And let's continue the scene because you're going to love this, I think. All right, so, Pete, this thing traveled through millions of miles of space. What do you mean that you can just destroy something like this? It seems impossible. Not if we had a kryptonite key. What are you talking about?
He's like, no, you gotta say what Pete said. Clark, this is whacked, bro. This is so whacked.
Do you remember? Okay, and this is what I want to get into. Do you remember Lana's necklace where we were down here and it nearly killed me when Tina threw it on me and then threw me down in the cellar? And before we thought that the ship was protecting me?
R.I.P. Tina.
Pete even saying the ship was protecting you. What if it wasn't, Pete? What if it was protecting itself? This is Nope.
Oh.
Jordan Peele copied Smallville. He straight up copied Smallville because what Clark is saying.
Because at this point, the ship is a living thing.
And that's what Clark's explaining. He goes, the ship was protecting itself. The ship was the alien. The ship is its own being. So in order for me to feel safe, I have to destroy the alien that's on my back.
What if we went into a crazy theory where the ship was something on Krypton that would like host the Kryptonian baby? So that's what like incubated Clark, you know, like how the Kryptonians were made. Obviously, not through natural birth, which is usually the case.
Oh, it should be more like the Blue Beetle.
Or then like the ship would then turn into like a back that would then go onto the baby.
An egg.
And then it would be a part of them forever. Dude, that'd be so great. By the way, that is one thing that's still being made. Blue Beetle. We got to have the first Latino superhero.
That's true. And Blue Beetle's cool. Hyman's cool.
Have you seen the suit?
It looks good.
The suit looks amazing. That's all I needed to be sold on.
What's his name? Gold.
Booster
Gold.
Is he really in it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's a Booster Gold and Beetle movie. That's why
I thought it was just Blue Beetle.
I'm almost positive
I hope
Booster
you're right.
Gold's in it.
If
Like,
I
you
get-
can't have Blue Beetle really without Booster Gold.
Well, yeah, but they're doing the Jaime, so I didn't think that they were friends with the newer. I don't even know if there's a newer Booster Gold or if it's the same one. Either way, I'm glad. That actually made me so happy that
I'm
you
almost
just said
positive,
that.
bro. We'll have to look it up or something.
We are. I'm such a Booster Gold fan.
And so, yeah, the Kryptonian key. One's like, what if we have a Kryptonite key? So you're thinking then the Kryptonite key is going to kill it?
But where are we going to be able to get something like that? Clark, this is going to be too dangerous. Do you hear me? You never done this before. You don't know what's going to happen. It could kill you.
These are all facts, so.
Yeah, Pete's making really solid points here from the start.
Besides, where are we going to get the key? And, of course, Clark is like, yeah.
I got an idea for you.
And we cut to the cave. They're already working on putting the key in there. Dude, we're needing to talk about that in a second. But, yeah, so how much longer now? Lionel Luthor talking to his scientist.
Some lab tech.
Yeah, lab tech.
It'll be 10 minutes. You said that 10 minutes ago. It'll be another 10 minutes.
Yeah, sorry, dick. Hey, and guess who walks in? And we have our first official scene together. Lionel and Pete.
Well, yeah, because Lionel has no idea who this guy is.
Who are you?
Who?
Ross.
Ross.
Oh, that shitty family?
Oh, yeah. Isn't your family somebody that I, don't bribe because I don't think you're worth it?
So immediately Pete comes in the cave just shouting shit. And Lionel's immediately like, yeah, go take care of this guy. Get him out of here.
I don't want to deal with
Not even a name request, anything. Get him out of here. He's like, don't put your hands on me. Get off me. These guys don't let me go. I'm going to lay a lawsuit on you so fast, going to make you spin. And, of course, Lionel's like, all right. I'll talk to him.
Do I know you, son?
My name's Pete Ross. And he goes, Ross, as in Ross cream corn? You stole my family's business. But I overpaid for that ramshackle old factory. Yeah. Nobody in this town likes you. Don't touch me.
Okay. Don't touch me. You know you hate him too. Okay, listen.
He's talking to the security like, you know you hate him too.
I know they do, but I value their hatred. I find it useful. You see, people are always at their weakest when they are angry, Mr. Ross.
Good point, because Clark is scared right now.
It's like a scared angry. He's
Yeah.
pissed off because he can't choose his own destiny.
Oh, you could just ask about it.
Oh, hey, we can just be happy with Lana and ignore everybody else.
Don't you love Lionel's comment to Pete?
I do. I am all about it because
They're at their weakest when they're most angry. Just ask your father. Oh.
But you just said you overpaid for us. Didn't his father win? Isn't his family a judge? I think his family's doing just fine.
We haven't got confirmation on that.
Okay, Judge Ross.
Hey, I said that. You didn't believe me.
Yeah, I know. Now you're
And of
taking
course,
it back.
Pete managed to see.
Pete says, "I will go tell my dad."
Yeah, I'll do that. Get him out. And of course, Lionel goes back, sees that the key's missing. And of course, he's like, no.
It was you.
No!
Stop him! I need you to search him head to
He
toe.
literally screams no. He's like, you. Bro, let's talk about this right here.
Cavity search.
Search him. Search me. Search me. What are you doing? Where is it? Where's what? And, what was that? Was this, 50-plus-year-old man about to raise his hand to a 15-year-old child?
Yeah, no. Pete's got to be 16.
Lionel's racist.
Yeah, I know.
I've never seen him do this to anyone else.
He's the one who implemented Sheriff Adams. All right,
That's true.
He is the one who hired Sheriff Adams because when Lionel showed up in a town is when Sheriff Adams showed up in a town. Notice the connection. Remember what he did with the last sheriff? He bribed him. Bada bing, bada boom.
It's true.
Connection. Unless you're blonde, blue eyes, get out of my town.
As long as you have hair. So
Pete does reverse it though on him.
Oh yeah, careful, Mr. Luthor. You don't want to seem weak right now.
Oh, you want to know why? And it's because he's so angry that he just can't contain himself that he was about to smack a child.
Anyways, we're at the church because the wedding is still happening, apparently,
now
because
it is
Helen
happening. Yes.
is back. So, I mean, I guess it worked out in the end for Lex. Oh, glad you said that, Helen. I was still going to go through with the wedding.
Hey, you know what I probably should have done if I was Lex? Call Clark.
No.
Tell him that the wedding's back on, right? Because right now, Clark thinks that the wedding has been canceled.
Well, what if he, I guess, see, this is where it comes into the point, like, what if off screen somehow he got informed that the wedding is back on?
But how? Because he even said Lex told him he wanted to tell everybody himself in a way to have another day. So Clark is probably under the assumption Lex is going to tell him how he wants to do it. Clark has no idea the wedding is happening.
That's true.
He's
got a lot of things to worry about, too, right now.
Yeah, and I'm giving Clark that benefit of the doubt here. We always make fun of him, but in this case, nobody has told the guy. He thinks he's playing the ultimate prank on his parents.
Dude. And, you know, I'm sorry to, like, because this is baffling me right here. Is it's like, I didn't realize how close we really were now with John and Lex. Because, I mean, I understand they're cool, but now we're giving gifts?
Yes.
And we're accepting them, no problem? Sorry, John, I've offered you like 5 checks in my lifetime, and you're over here giving me a compass.
But it's because with this situation, Lex invited John to be the father
at his table
at the wedding. So John, in a way...
Which is nice.
And he says, this is a family tradition. Here is a compass for you so you don't get lost down the aisle.
Damn, he considers him family then.
And it's because he worked on the farm.
Did some chores. That's all he's got to do.
And that's
Sorry, he's got to do John's chores.
I would have given you this if Lucas would have just hit John and John was knocked out and there was no kind of even trade for that, then John would have still hated Lex. But remember in Eric's episode with the baseball and the drugs, we had Clark hit Lex in the back to knock him out. So in John's mind, because he came up with that plan, said, it's an even trade. You're back in my good graces because you did those chores.
Damn. What to do to just get in this family, you know?
It takes a lot. Not only chores, but sometimes you have to get your ass kicked.
A little bit.
Yes.
It
makes you into a man.
And then the compass is a nice gift. John says, yeah, you know, it's a family tradition. And it's passed down because, you know, you'll need it just so you make sure to know which way to go down the aisle.
It's very adorable. Where then they give each other a handshake. Let's go back to the Clark barn where he is staring at the key that he has stolen from Lionel. My God. If you want my notes, do you want to take this? Because in my notes, I just said, Clark, you're a fucking idiot. You go with her. She is looking like this, that dress, everything that she is looking like tonight with Lana. You leave with her. I don't care if I turn evil. I'm going to the wedding with you.
Yeah, see, that's what should have happened, right?
That's what
happened.
yes.
I'll tell you what did happen. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll tell you and everyone else.
Thank you.
So yeah, Clark comes in here looking at the key, right? And he comes in and Lana's already in the barn, and he's like, "Oh wow, you look so beautiful." And of course she's like, "Oh,
here
thanks.
by my side."
Oh yeah. And the LL case, my God, Lionel, I swear, dude. Anyways. Yeah, he's clearly staring at this thing, right? He's walking up the stairs.
Never turn your back on me.
All right. And Lana's watching him come up. Oh, she had the suit ready. She went and pressed it for him.
Yeah.
Wow. She is a simp, bro.
Who cares? She is great. She is fantastic in this episode. And by the way, don't worry. Like I said, I'm never going to tie my string to her when it comes to these characters. Chloe is still mine. But Lana's great right now. She is being just a wonderful girlfriend. Clark is the one who's sucking. Hey, just want to let you know, I need you to go to the wedding by yourself. Why would you do that, Clark? Can't tell you. Great start. But I want to let you know that this is for us and for our future. Clark, the last person that told me that went to war.
I'm not talking about your dead boyfriend, Lana. I'm talking about me.
Well, maybe you should go to the wedding, and I'll meet you there. Clark, why don't you go with her? Why don't you just make this better for the both of us? So that you can be with the girl that you have been wanting since you were 5, apparently. Remember how you made that birthday wish? But instead, we have one of their sloppy kisses. By the way, for just a peck. My God.
Dude, man, they are in it.
Never turn your back on it again.
Yeah, so Clark just looks like he's absolutely worried about something, and Lana is not looking pleased with what's going on.
Yeah, Clark?
I just wanted to remember this moment because I'm super high right now, and time is moving so slow.
Lana gives him a look of, your eyes are bloodshot, and then turns around and starts walking away.
Yeah, and it's so weird with this awkward phase. And yeah, she leaves, and he's there.
We have the music playing in the background that I keep quoting because it's amazing. Here by myself.
It's the same lyric over and over again.
It's the same stuff.
And yeah, so Clark is looking at this key case, and he's contemplating, what he's about to do.
Why am I not going with the girl in the dress right now? Why am I staring at LL?
Because this is going to happen at noon, bro. He's got to prepare.
No. I need him to be able to leave with the person that he wants to be with. And instead, he has the idea of, I gotta put a key inside of this ship. I have no idea what's gonna happen, but fingers crossed.
What do you think would happen if he did nothing, went to the wedding, normal, and then noon came? Like, what would happen?
Wait. So, is the wedding at noon?
Well, the wedding's definitely in the morning. This is all the morning right now. Remember, we went from dinner to him looking at the necklace in the morning, Lana's necklace.
That's also then bringing up what we talked about earlier, because it just promotes that problem. What do you want me to do at noon? What am I supposed to do? Can I not go to the wedding?
Why are we doing noon?
Hey, man, I know you said that these people serve their purpose. I just got this big wedding, though, Dad. And Lana's there. I know you said she doesn't matter, but guess what? I want to go with her.
I'm best man.
So how about we do this after the wedding?
No.
I'm so lost by some of the actions that Clark has made. He has just gone off of, destiny means death to all humans.
Hell yeah.
Let's go back to the wedding now, where Lex is now staring at his watch. He is freaking out because Helen has now walked around this church 5 times because they are waiting for Clark. John and Martha then say, don't worry, Lex. He is with Lana. They are coming soon. We now see Lana storming in.
And Clark is now with her. So it's like, okay.
And they ask Lana, what's going on? Well, he had to do something. It seemed important. So he's not my problem. Martha and John then look at each other and say, we gotta go. Lex says, hey guys, what are y'all doing? John, hey Lex, it's just us. You can start your wedding without us.
No, it's best man.
You got far more important things to do right now. Come on, good luck, man.
He has no one standing with him at his wedding, dude. Sucks.
So have Lana stand with you. You're business partners, damn it. So Martha and John decide to go. They are going after Clark. Okay.
Man.
All right, here we go.
This is you, bro.
Here we go.
This is your girl.
You want the villain of the season.
Yeah, so
Worst.
we're just going to start off here. Because, remember, we talked about how Clark should have been telling Chloe what he said he was going to do. And now tell her him and Lana are official. We now have Clark still freaking out at his farm, ready to go and do something with the key.
And we have a red buggy pull up.
Chloe pulls up.
All right.
Hey, Clark.
Chloe then walks out and she goes, hey, so I heard that you were looking for me. I heard that it was important. Clark is then looking at the sun. Yeah, I was, but now
I can't do it. Can't talk to you anymore.
I can't talk to you right now. What are you doing, Clark? Okay, look, I promise I'll talk to you later on.
He's like
Don't
pushing
worry.
her towards her car. Like, please leave.
So how'd you decide, Clark? What do you mean? Rock, paper, scissors? Coin toss? Or did you happen to draw the short straw? Decide? What do you mean? Who do you think was going to tell me about you and Lana? Oh no, Chloe.
That's what you're saying, dude.
No. Clark is even looking at her like, are you serious right now?
You know?
Yes! I came over to the barn and I decided to warn you about something important. And I saw that. Well, what were you trying to warn me about? That's not important. What?
You know, it doesn't matter now. Now that I think about it.
And you and Lana were just in a major lip lock.
Dude.
Chloe, I didn't mean to. You didn't mean to what, Clark? Well, newsflash, you've always been in love with Lana.
Oh, so you know that.
You know all this then. So, you knew that he didn't want to be with you, that he wanted to be with Lana. Chloe.
No, let's keep talking about it.
What? I tried to deny it, thinking that we could all work something out. What the fuck does that mean, Joseph? I thought we could all live and work something out. What would you have tried to work out?
3-way relationship.
What is going on?
3-way relationship. Like, look, Lana, I know he loves you, but I love him, so like, can we share? Clark, like, are you kind about it? Like, we can work towards it.
What was there to work out? What were you planning to getting on this? Because you're not a part of this,
Chloe lives in Fantasyland, bro.
You know what, Clark? It's just fate, inevitable, but always surprising when it actually happens. Chloe, I was gonna tell you, really? Because obviously it was on the top of your to-do list.
Good comment, because, hey, it wasn't. You want to know why? Because we had about maybe 5 or 6 events that this man went to before.
By the way, it wasn't even like top 3.
Dude, you might have not been top 10 if it was going any longer.
You guys are together, and it hurts, but I prepared for it. But you know what made it the worst and what hurt me the most? Is that we just made a promise to be honest with each other.
I'll tell you, no. I'll tell you right now. She made the promise. She said, yeah, we should do this. Okay, cool. Bye.
And you didn't have the guts to stand by your word. All right, here's my other thing. Chloe, the kiss happened last night, right?
Yep.
So, what do you mean that I didn't...
No, 2 nights ago.
Well, but the one that she saw, though, last night, right?
No, it's 2 nights ago.
Oh, because last night he got the chip burn in the chest. Got you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 2 nights ago. But I had... Damn it, I was going to stick up for Clark there, and I can't. He had a day and a half? Oh, my God.
Dude.
Oh, my God. He had a full 24 hours.
Bro. I'm telling you, Clark.
All right, I got nothing.
I think he's a pothead, dude. He's for sure a pothead.
Dude, I'm stopping my point. I can't go on. That was 20. It's more than 24 hours. You did not keep your word, Clark.
For the amount of stuff he was doing,
woman.
where was that in between time, you know? Because he was only doing these things for like 30 minutes at most.
You know what, Clark? You know what? I guess it wasn't that important. Obviously, it was just to try to make me a fool. Did you have fun? Because you couldn't reveal your secret to me?
Oh, have a nice life, Clark. Walks back to her car, storms off, and
Clark
is just
immediately looks down and says, "Thank God that's over."
Yeah. Yeah, he immediately goes back to what he was doing. Like she said, not at the top of of his priority list, dude. She got roasted. She didn't even peel out yet.
No, she didn't.
He was like, "Okay, gotta go back to what I was doing." And so now...
I can't wait to kiss Lana later. Okay.
Now we are at the wedding. Lana's by herself. Kents aren't there. Helen's walking down the aisle. So we go back to Clark. And the Kents are actually driving back to the farm right now.
Yes.
And so Clark is in the cellar. He now has the key, and we obviously are going to know he's about to put that key in this ship. Which is honestly pretty crazy. I love the idea of this, like in general. It's pretty cool.
You know what I would love the idea of? Is that instead of touching something that's kryptonite, if I had tongs. If I just had like a set of tongs.
Who knows if he could even keep the grip on it, though? He struggles to even hold that thing.
He could keep the grip, though, on this.
He's barely holding it.
Have you seen one of those things like the pulling of the trigger?
That's true. He's like...
That's what I mean, yeah.
Lifting shit up.
But
and dude,
instead, look at the grip he even has on the...
Dude.
Come on.
You know what's crazy? So here's the thing. Like, he looks like he's really struggling here. Because he takes the key out, and he's obviously already feeling sick. He touches and his veins are looking crazy.
It's like Hulk veins that are like about to burst.
They literally look like they're about to burst. And you see his face, and he's reacting like, dude, he can barely hold this thing. Like,
yes.
Tongs would be tough.
Well, but I just think, listen, like the little...
He is, I mean, it is different. I get your point, because he's directly touching it right now.
Yes.
And it's not a matter of, like, he could probably
put some
hold it.
distance between himself. He could even do it with a shovel and just try to, like, line it up.
He needs a lead outfit.
Yeah,
like
why
suit.
doesn't he have something with, like, lead
You
gloves?
know they can't afford it. He can't go to Lex and be like, hey, can you build me a lead outfit?
I need lead gloves.
Why? Why do you need that, Clark? There's plenty of lead, but why do you need that? Dude, I got stuff to do.
Lana's got a fantasy.
She said she likes a man in lead. Or maybe she meant she likes a man who leads. I don't know. I just smoked right before I saw
She
her.
put in a note.
You know her handwriting.
Yeah, Lex, you know the context here. Read it.
Yeah, she has really good handwriting. Oh. I didn't know what it said. Anyways, Kryptonite key, going crazy. He sticks it into the ship. Perfect fit. And dude, ship goes on a pure infection mode. It looks like it is obviously not reacting well. It's going like a super virus mode.
Yes.
Super red, super orange and red all over the ship. And the ship starts floating. Looks like it's pretty much struggling to even get up.
Green light just blaring right now. Just like you said, struggling getting up. It's looking like it's about to blow. Clark is in covering his face. He knows it's about to happen, and the ship goes kaboom.
And now it looks like his dream.
Yes.
So you know what's crazy? To think about that. What if that was like a premonition, a foreshadowing of if he didn't follow that warning?
I don't know.
Like if it was fate already, like, oh, if you don't do what we're going to do, we already know what's about to happen, and you're probably going to destroy the ship. And look what's going to happen. It's going to explode. And the egg exploded because it was the ship.
So in a way, you're saying that scene was just telling Clark what he was going to do. So instead of him asking questions, the ship was just warning him, hey, you need to fulfill your destiny. What's my destiny? Let's not ask that question. Instead, let's say,
This is what happens if you
we need to
don't know.
Yeah, if you
And
don't know and you don't accept it, then you'll cause destruction of your own past and cause harm to the people you love. Okay, that's interesting. I like that. Because instead, that would mean that the ship is not bad, just wanting Clark to learn about his history, and Clark, instead of asking questions, destroys everybody.
Yeah.
Because he's 16.
He's dope.
You know what? Clark may be the villain of the year.
I told you, dude. And so the ship explodes. It actually like warps the cellar in like a black hole almost. And a bomb goes off, and yeah, it brings a shockwave. And as the Kents are driving close to the farm, they see the shockwave. And they freak out. It hits them, and they flip the fucking truck over.
And the truck just goes tumbling as if it's just a soda can down the
flipped
street.
several times.
Oh, yeah. Martha lost the baby.
Yeah, bro, that's immediately what you're going to
I
think.
put in the notes, like, oh, baby's gone.
Like, what? Clark is a murderer.
Man, first Cyrus, now the baby.
You know he's had more.
I know, but it's been the past like 4, though.
Okay.
Or 5, whatever.
Tina. Remember when Tina? He dodged her and she just fell on the spike?
Yeah, but that was her fault.
Yeah, true. And so we go to the airport now, or the
Okay.
runway, but we need to talk before this.
Yes, because this
Deleted
is
scene.
But I do want to throw this because the reason why there had to be a deleted scene, Joseph, this didn't make any sense. All of a sudden, we're cut to them at the airport. Obviously, there was no reception. Lex and Helen getting into a private jet, obviously going on their honeymoon. What am I missing?
Yeah. And so, come to find out, there's a deleted scene for this episode in the DVD box. And there was a scene where Lionel actually interrupts the wedding. I don't know what for. Like, what is he doing?
That would have been great
just
to
don't-
see, by the
yeah.
way.
And it's, of course, if we had the box set, which we should, we'd have the deleted scene and we could watch it.
Okay.
Imagine if we could watch that right now.
All right, here we go. Fine. We'll do it for season 3. Remember, we're building to the greatness.
Fine. So anyways.
But yes.
So yeah. So he interrupts the running, and so apparently they just cancel that part and just go get eloped.
Obviously, it would have been having to be so bad, though,
that he decided wedding's over.
This woman's a whore. My son sucks.
All you people are fools.
But yeah, so they're hopping on the private jet. They're obviously going to go on their honeymoon. This is what you assume they're going to do. And the pilot says, hey, there's apparently a storm, or we should be good to go, like, right now. He's like, oh, cool. Sounds good. Go on the plane. We jump back to Clark. And another jacket ruined. And we're in the cellar, and this man is covered in dirt. Clothes burnt off.
This man looks like zombie.
Looks
Like
like-
waking
yeah,
up
actually, yeah.
from the dead right now. He looks like Walking Dead. That's the best way to be able to describe where he is in, looking up at the sky, noticing how big of a damn hole that he made. It looks like a meteor just crashed right there, smack in the middle.
That's true, which is kind of cool because he came down. That's what it looked like when his ship landed. And now he's in the center of that crater still.
Clark then runs up the stairs to try to escape. Oh, yeah.
But he trips and he sees that there's the red truck, his dad's truck, flipped over in the distance. And he's like, holy shit, my parents. Obviously, my truck's not here. So goes to them and rushes to them. Now we cut back to the private jet.
Would you blame Clark if you were his parents? Saying, like, Clark, like, would you be mad at him for doing what he did? Before we get into any of that, I do want to ask you
Initially, I'm going to be mad for sure. Initially, yes. I'm sure I'll get over it. But it's like, dude, come on, bro. First, because let's save that.
Okay,
Save the question. Save the question.
All right.
But yeah, so we come to Lex at the private jet. He's walking in, getting sorted out with Helen, and she just poured up what looks like some champagne. She's just all smiles and grins right now.
Let's get to the most questionable thing that Helen has done. Lex then decides to say cheers to our new life. And what does Helen do?
She's just looking at him, smiling still. But you know what's the catch here? It's funny because Lex is too smart, bro. He knows how he can read people. And when he looked at her, he's like looking at her like, what's the matter?
Well, she didn't say to our new life. She
Yeah.
didn't give him a kiss.
She didn't say anything yet.
Yeah.
And she just goes, nothing.
Nothing's wrong. Everything is perfect. They then clink their glasses. Lex then takes a drink of his champagne, still staring at Helen. Like you said, he is still questioning
It's
things.
a fake smile, man. It looks like a fake smile.
Yeah, because guess what? Why do I trust you? I don't trust you at all still. I'm Helen. Hello.
All right, now we can go back to your question, okay? We're at the hospital now, okay? John is looking at Martha, obviously under the operating table, whatever they're doing in there. They got doctors looking at her. Clark walks in, and he's like, how is she? Doctors don't know yet.
Okay, well, I'm a little bit worried. What did you do, Clark?
Yes, I am mad, because Clark then admits, so I lied to you. I have been hearing the voices, heard them just like today and this morning when you asked. And so,
I decided to steal Lionel's key.
yeah, Lionel had a Kryptonite key, and so I decided to destroy the ship so it wouldn't, make me do things. And, so that would happen.
Dad, I lied about the voice.
Yeah.
It did come back. It
It
told
told
me I had to leave by noon. Okay, Clark. I don't give a shit about the voice
He said
in
I
your
didn't have a
head.
choice, which he did.
Yeah, I know, but Jonathan doesn't even acknowledge what Clark said. That's
I had
why
to
I
destroy
said
the
he
ship.
doesn't care.
Why didn't you tell us? I knew you wouldn't agree with what I did. And of course, John is basically crying.
He doesn't care that Clark was still hearing the voices. He doesn't care what Clark is going through right now.
Dad, I didn't want it to take me away from you.
Well, you know what? I wanted you to be taken away from me now.
I'm so sorry for what I did.
Your actions have consequences, Clark.
Didn't your mother and I ever teach you that?
Yeah, but there's no time for excuses, Clark. It's too late.
You didn't think this through. You had no idea what was going to happen, and now your mother is lying in a hospital bed. So,
By the way, his mother, just for the record, because we find out, has a mild concussion. Let's keep going.
okay. Mild concussion. So, Mr. Kent. Mrs. Kent is fine. We are now talking from the doctor. She has a mild concussion. Cool. And how about our baby, doctor? Yeah, I'm so sorry.
The baby did not make it. And now we have the shocked look from everybody, with Clark being completely devastated, blaming himself.
Jonathan blaming Clark, not even wanting to listen to anything that Clark had to say, even though Clark is going through a lot, but who cares, because we were finally going to have a pure blood in the family.
And now, baby is lost because of Clark. Are you kidding me? Of course I'd be mad.
He just told you that he kept hearing the voices in his head. And what did you say in return? Get out. And then go into the room with Martha. So Martha and John are now into the room together right now. So they're in together right now. They're spending time. Okay, let's hold on to that.
Okay.
All right, so we obviously have to cut to the commercial break here. For me, even rewatching the scene, I'm devastated for what has occurred with my spouse, yes. But I'm not full-blown thinking like, Clark, you're the devil. And that's what Jonathan is completely treating Clark as in this scene. As if he's so disgusted because he ruined his whole life.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he ruined a pretty big part of it, dude.
We don't even know what the baby was going to be like, because Joseph, the baby came from a ship. Do I have to repeat myself on that? John, you weren't supposed to have a baby to begin with. I get it. It's devastating. I get it, but we don't even know what the baby would have been like if it would have even been human or a damn ship.
Antichrist.
What if she gave birth to a ship?
Your baby's a ship, ma'am?
Clark is now inside of the hole once again, still looking around, can't even believe what he did.
Clark, what happened? Looks like a bomb went off.
Where are your parents? They're at the hospital.
They're fine.
But, baby. Clark, what do you mean, baby? No one's ever said anything about a baby.
My mom lost the baby. It's like, baby? What?
Clark is just still standing there. This is all my fault, Lana. I did this. Well,
how could you do this?
The same way I always do.
Bring pain and suffering to everyone's lives, dude.
Clark, that's not true. Lana, it is.
We're being dramatic, Clark.
Lana, I've kept so much from you.
If you knew the truth, you'd never talk to me again. I don't know what it is.
I don't believe that, so, because we're together now, I love you. You know what? I try to cover up my past and push it away. Oh, okay. I couldn't. Clark, we can get through this together, because now we're a couple. Clark is now just wandering around the hole, still looking shocked, not even believing. He said if I didn't go, everyone I loved would be hurt. Maybe this what he was talking about. He was right.
I mean, yes. I mean, it was kind of a prediction at this point. Like, it's a little foreshadowing or a premonition or something. Like, hey, if you don't do it from a historical standpoint, yeah, it's not going to work out for your loved ones. They might die.
Clark, you're not making any... Don't touch me!
Stay away from me before I hurt you too. And he just runs off.
And he is not even caring. He doesn't even look behind. Instead, just looks forward. Lana is standing there going, what just happened?
Now we get to the point where we're in a whole different just headspace with Clark.
Yeah. If I'm Lana, I'm so lost. But let's get to the evil villains. The evil duo.
All right. Oh, man.
We have a Lionel and Chloe scene.
Let me just get situated here. Because, man, Chloe is by far, and you already know I think this, biggest piece of shit throughout this season. And we are at the mansion now. And Lionel goes, I'm glad you finally decided to accept my offer. And here we have...
But what made you change your mind?
Yeah. And now it's Chloe sipping on whatever she's sipping on, like it's liquor or something.
Yeah, I thought it was some whiskey.
And what is this different look? What am I seeing that's different? Is it her hair?
It's her hair.
Makeup, too?
It's both. Dress, hair.
We are now actually evil Chloe. Is this Parasite Chloe now?
Yes. We are back to having
this
that
is how
same
mad
hairstyle.
she is because she wasn't let known that her friends were banging.
Well, and this is also what I hate.
You were right about Clark.
That's what I hate. I don't think Lionel is talking about what you're talking about, Chloe. I don't think Lionel is
Because Lionel
upset.
said, would Clark give up his dream for you?
I don't think, though, Lionel is upset because he made out with Lana. And Chloe is saying...
Chloe's like, you were right about Clark. I shouldn't be sacrificing things for him if he wouldn't do it for me.
All because of a makeout.
He wasn't who I thought he was.
Oh.
Well, I'm surprised I hadn't noticed earlier. So much for my crack journalistic instinct.
No. Love is always binding.
Love has a way of blinding even the sharpest minds. We don't look because we don't want to see. Oh, what could it be alluding to with that comment as well? His own son?
Maybe. But once love has been stripped away, the real person is then shown. And we get to see who they really are.
Oh. They're revealed to us with all their flaws, their foibles. He's making up words, dude.
She's mad because he made out with Lana.
That's right. And Chloe's just like listening to Lana like, okay, what is this guy talking about? Oh, I've got a meeting. Fuck off.
I'm sorry to have to rush you out like this. Oh, no, it's fine. It's no big deal. Mr. Luther, why are you so interested in Clark? You don't expect me to show you all my cards now, do you, Miss Sullivan?
Slut.
No, I guess not. Come, leave, get out.
Yeah. All will be revealed in good time, Miss Sullivan. And they laugh.
Thank you, Mr. Luther.
She just like got out of daycare. Okay.
Lionel's still looking at that silver card.
Oh yeah, what is this envelope?
That was given to him from Helen.
What is this envelope? What could it be? But anyways, yeah.
I could tell you.
He's looking. Okay. And so he's looking. And now we have back to the hospital scene. And Martha is sobbing. She's bawling, screaming. Ah! Jonathan's like, I'm here, sweetheart. I'm here.
John went into the room when Clark was there the first time with Martha.
Mm-hmm.
So Martha was awake because she just had a mild concussion.
I think she was still unconscious at that point.
Why would she be unconscious with a mild concussion?
Well, she was probably just knocked out, maybe. She looked knocked out when they were looking at her.
So John really did just go and sit in the room by himself?
Yeah.
While Martha was out and
he said, I'm going to stop talking to Clark. Sitting by myself is better than talking to my stupid dipshit son.
I'm so happy that he did that. This is validating me. I can't wait till the award show.
Dude.
I'm so happy he did that because, yes, Martha and John are now just crying into each other's arms. Clark is then looking through the window saying, they really don't love me. They wanted a pure-blood child. Because what else am I supposed to believe when my father doesn't even want to look at me?
Yeah. And he's looking, has his hand on the glass. No, it's all my fault. And he's like, looks like he's about to shit his pants. How he's trying to cry. But yeah, he's upset. He comes back to the school. Oh, because we can just access the school at any time. And
I do also want to say this. Clark then comes into the torch, though, looking for the red kryptonite ring. Hey.
Bro, let me tell you about a very bad decision.
Do you got x-ray vision?
Yeah. Yeah, you love how he looks through everything. Yeah, let me show you a man at his weakest point when he's angry.
Yeah, this is what Lionel was alluding to.
And how did Pete know he was here? Dude. Anyways, are you here to tell me that I messed up, Pete? Nah, man, I'm here to say I can help you. No, it's too late for that, Pete. You tried to warn me earlier, but no.
No,
I'm
it's
an
gonna
idiot.
help me now. Okay, Clark, what are you looking for?
I know Chloe kept one of those class rings with the red kryptonite.
Dude, you know what that does to you? You don't want that. That's not the answer, Clark.
Yeah, it makes me feel better, so it is the answer.
I saw Lana, Clark. I heard what's happened to your mom's baby. Listen, man, Clark, you need to talk to your folks. I did talk to my parents, Pete.
He only talked to his dad, by the way.
You should have seen the way my dad looked at me. It was like I was an alien.
Oh, which you are. You are an alien.
Yeah, but to the household alien.
Why is it that that's the feeling he gets, or the excuse? He looked at me and made me feel like I was an alien. No. He's looking at you because you're an absolute jackass who decided not to tell him about what was going on. And hey, maybe ask about your destiny and you can extend it by 12 hours.
Disagree. He looked at him like he was unwanted.
Yeah, not an alien. It's more like, hey, you're an idiot son. I don't want to talk to you right now. I'll talk to you later.
Actually, he said, you're an idiot. There was no idiot son. Like, He didn't even acknowledge him as son. That's what he's meaning.
He definitely called him son during that conversation.
I just told you earlier. John only cared about having a pure blood child. Now that he doesn't get it, Clark knows his place.
Whatever. Anyways, if I had just listened, none of this would have happened. And then here we go. We found the case of the ring box, and here we go.
Red kryptonite is then shown on the class ring. Clark is like, I got it. Pete, Clark, don't do this. You put that ring on, you're not yourself. Exactly, Pete. I don't want to be me right now. Hey.
Yeah, I want to be a cool guy who wears leather. Clark, get over here! And he obviously speed runs out. He's out of there, bro. And now, okay.
All right. Okay.
So now we come back to the farm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yep.
as far as you know, John's always working on his bike, but does it ever work?
Nope, not unless Clark is using it.
So, where's his bike coming from?
Clark probably was able to fix it up, though.
This looks exactly like the bike he had when he first did Red Kryptonite and bought all that stuff.
And exactly, he probably hit it somewhere.
Or was that John's bike too at that point?
I don't know. I think he probably hit it somewhere.
You think he hid that one thing?
He's like,
I'll return everything. I'm going to keep the bike.
I'm going to keep the bike.
Because maybe there was no transaction line of history with that. Maybe he just stole all the stuff.
That could have been it. Yeah, you wanted to keep one thing. Come on, you're Superman. You're not Jesus.
It's like, I'll give this to Dad, maybe. And so he's rolling the bike out. Like, he's already ready to go. He's got the white tee on, ready to dress like a greaser. And Lana's like, hey, where are you going now?
I'm getting away from here. No, the Clark Kent I know would not be running away from his problems.
The Clark Kent you know is a lie.
Okay.
Why are we doing this?
Hey, I hate this entire scene. You can let this scene play. This
Yeah,
scene
let's go.
sucks.
Yeah.
Because
why won't you let me in, Clark?
What am
Because
I going
Lana,
to do?
you won't like what you see.
Should I leave and bail on my girlfriend where I can just make out with her in the barn and she
Not
can make
only
me
my
feel
girlfriend,
better?
my whole town, my friends, and my parents.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call them my parents right now. My parents suck. So all I care about is having Lana.
Wow, dude, you're dramatic just like Clark.
Yeah, but the point is I have Lana. I'm not leaving that.
And Chloe.
That's my other issue here. I don't understand the leaving of Lana. It doesn't work for me, and that's all this scene is. Her saying, I need you, Clark, and him saying, oh, don't even look at me. You worked so hard for this. You said she was your wish every single year. What the hell is going on? Clark, I love you. I love you too. But guess what? I'll fucking see you later. Like, what is going on?
I love you. And she even says I love you. And I love you more than you'll ever know.
That's why I have to leave, Joseph.
Yeah.
That's not why you have to leave.
No, it's perfect. It makes perfect sense. And he just turns around, reaches in his pocket, doesn't make it look really weird at all. And he just decides to get on the bike, puts the ring on, and Lana's just crying, standing there behind him. Like,
Lana's just thinking, why do you need your class ring?
why are you pulling out your class ring right now, Clark? That's not even important. And of course, the red veins happen. He gets all spicy looking, and he's like, oh.
We finally get the Clark that I love,
And he
then
looks
Clark
at her,
turns.
come with me.
No.
No, Smallville's my home, and it's yours too, jackass.
Yeah.
You would literally have school tomorrow.
You know what? Screw that. I'm gonna go to where I belong.
Not anymore.
Puts on his sunglasses, starts that bike up, and then drives away. And that guy doesn't even look like Clark. Hold on, let's go backwards here.
Wait,
I'm
let me
sorry,
see.
folks, to have to do
All
this.
right, lad, let's see. Come
All right.
with me, baby.
He tells her again.
Hasta la vista.
By the way, you're gonna have to edit this, but you just have to leave this.
No.
Look at this guy.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Look at this guy.
Here,
as
I
he
got
pulls
you. I'm about
away.
to pause it
All
right
right, if you got it.
Let's see. Where's he at? Oh my god, dude. That is not Tom. Damn, Tom still doesn't know how to ride a bike then.
He can't even.
I can't ride a bike too, Tom. So it's all
He
good.
can't even pull away on the bike though. Look at this guy. This guy looks like he's 40.
Yo, that's not Tom. That is not Tom. All right. Bye, Lana. Bye, whoever you are.
Yeah, Lana's crying over just some old guy.
Anyway, she
Whoa.
crying her eyes out. Sees Clark leave, the fake Clark. And
Let's cut to the next scene.
yeah, we come back to the plane scene. Thunder rumbling. It's that storm the pilot talked about. Lex is waking up all dark. Looks like the lights are out. And he's like in a haze.
He's
Like he was drugged, maybe.
obviously that champagne glass that Helen had given him had something in him to knock him out. Lex is now getting up from his seat, calling out to Helen.
The
He's
little oxygen
stumbling.
bags and masks are down.
Oh, it's the plane's going completely down here. You can't even see it wobbling.
He can't even stand up.
And that's what I love here.
No one's there.
is that this is what happens when you screw over Helen. He opens up the pilot door where there are no pilots. Instead, it's just a damaged board. Everything's just looks like exploding. But now we are diving face first into the ocean. He would be dead.
He would be immediately dead. There is no way.
There's no way.
The impact, how hard that water will be, bro.
He would be so dead.
Yeah, and okay, so it even shows.
That's
Okay, yeah,
Tom.
And we go to the next scene. Still not Tom on the bike. Oh, so you think he's riding it there, or do you think he's getting pulled?
No, this is you can even tell.
Look how scared he looks.
Like, yeah, he's either getting. That's not him from behind.
And so now we have here the drive off into the sunset. Basically, Clark is leaving town. Where is he going?
City.
Where is he
city
going?
Now is in the background, Metropolis.
He's going to Metropolis.
And he's going to go be that bad boy.
Dude, I can't wait for you to see the season premiere.
No, I can't wait to read the comic so we find out what happens.
Yeah, so we get the skyline view of Metropolis. Clark is heading there, and we cut to the end credits, man. That was it. That was finale. We have Clark ditching his destiny, leaving town, his family, going to Metropolis, and boom.
And we hear Jor-El even in the background.
And what does he say?
I think he says, it's still time for you to fulfill your destiny.
It is time, Kal-El.
Yes.
It is time.
He still has not left.
No.
So blowing up the ship, I'm going back to what you said, was all just a dream of what he was going to do.
Yeah.
And the ship was just, in a way, calling him an idiot.
Mm-hmm. It's like, this is what's going to happen.
Don't be dumb.
Because it said, hey, it's time for you to do this. And then all of a sudden, if you don't, everyone's going to die.
You think the eclipse symbolizes the red kryptonite then? Of clouding your mind?
Shadowed.
Yeah.
Shadowed with doubt and thoughts.
Yeah.
Interesting. I like that.
Well, everything had a tie. That had to be a foreshadowing thing that they were doing. But yes, that was the end of season 2. I can't believe we have made it this far. This has been quite a doozy.
Oh, man. What a doozy.
We have the evil duo now of Lionel and Chloe. We have Lana being left where she has to deal with Chloe by herself now at the house. That's going to be the most awkward thing anyone has ever seen. We have Lex now who should be dead.
Dude, okay, yeah, we need to talk about that. Helen took a whole dark turn here.
He deserved it.
Dude.
He deserved it.
Wow.
Because it also shows, in a way for me, Helen was trying to get rid of the evil. But what I also want to ask you, was it Helen Joseph? Or was it Lionel and Helen?
Dude, honestly, I think there was...
She handed him that card.
Right, the
and
card.
he was staring it at the end, and then we get that.
I'm wondering what the card entailed, though. Is it like a detailed plan? Or is it what she's offering him? A proposal?
Maybe a thank you
Like,
card.
I'll kill your son, you do this for me?
Could be something like that.
Or maybe she needed help to kill him. And then that was maybe a contractual thing, like agreement, a letter.
What if he was having sex with Helen, too?
Don't ruin her that way, okay? I'd rather her be dark, not that dark. Okay?
That's dark.
I don't need that in my life.
Let's not put
I don't need that in my life.
I'm just going off of the history of this family and what they do.
They're all morons. Every last one of them, bro.
I can't wait for Chloe to show me what she can do in 9 years of the torch. I'm excited for that in season 3. I'm excited to what Pete's going to do now that he has no friends. It's is going to be a damn good time. Lana, I hope she starts dating, becomes a whore, and Clark has to come back to town and she has 3 guys on her.
Yeah,
I could see another JTT scene. They're all JTT. Jonathan Taylor Thomas, all around her. 3 of them. Yes.
Dude. Man, we came a long way.
Now we know who the
And,
man
you
of the
know,
house is.
It's really to all the fans out there for, of course, listening to our stupid convos and idiotic thoughts and humorous jokes.
I just can't wait for next week whenever we do the award show. Because
Yeah.
pretty soon it's going to be like the MTV Movie Awards and we're going to have like the nominees are.
It'll be fun. We'll have the award show for this season like we did last. We'll have our, best fight, best kiss. We already know what best kiss is.
We already know
dude.
what best kiss
I don't
is.
even think we should count that one. We're just going to start it off.
I think I already know what. We're going to have different opinions on it.
Maybe.
I already know.
But.
Because it's Mike's super short show. Remember
Mike's super short show. Wow. That is a throwback there. What happened to that guy?
I don't know. I don't know. He's not a kid anymore, so nobody cares.
Dude. Man, I mean, we already did all the fun facts, huh?
Oh, we were doing them throughout the episode. This one's going to be a long one, folks. I hope you were able to buckle in. I hope you sat with us the entire time. Once again, please insult me. I don't want any positivity. I want you to always criticize me in every single way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But remember to leave 5 stars.
That's right. And, of course, we even missed this in the beginning. This was the Somebody Save Me podcast, as you know us. And we are the True Nerds. Thank you again for listening to us. That is the season finale of Season 2. Next week, we have the award show. We'll take a minor break, and then we'll start off strong with Season 3, Episode 1, Exile.
Season 3 is going to get wet and wild, folks.
Season 3 is when we really start kicking it up a notch.
Yes,
Season 3, 4, 5, I would say, are really good. And so we'll be looking forward to that. And so, yeah, catch us for the award show. Hey, if you have any best type of suggestions, best categories, maybe we can record it and we can put it in. So let us know, Do some type of comments, do some suggestions. Twitter, somebody save _me, or you can just comment on, one of our main platforms.
Do whatever you want. Who cares?
Yeah. Or you can fuck off.
Just be like Clark. Run away from your problems.
That's what I would do.